Welcome back in my block, Jags. I am Denero Scurry. And lately, the mock drafts have been coming out, and I'm seeing a little bit of everything when it comes to Jacksonville with the number 9th pick. Seeing receiver, seeing defensive end, seeing interior lineman, even seeing quarterback. And I'm hearing a lot of people make arguments that we should go quarterback. My personal opinion, I think we should stick with Gardner Minshew. We traded Nick Foles to Chicago. Got a draft pick for him. Last year he didn't really do well. Broke his collarbone the first game of the season. Gardner Minshew came through, balled out, played excellent. We won 6 games last year. Gardner Minshew started all those 6 games that we won. Went 6-6 last year as a rookie. 6th-round draft pick as a rookie. Led us to 6-6 with his starts, 12 starts last year, and I feel like we should just build around him. My opinion, my opinion last year, I thought that Minshew should have been Rookie of the Year, or even should have been nominated for Rookie of the Year. But of course, they gave it to Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was a first pick overall. Won the Heisman last year. Or his last year in college, had the MLB draft, was a first-round pick in the MLB draft, so I had the whole hype around him. Should he go in the NFL? Should he should he play baseball? Had that whole hype around him, and he ended up winning Rookie of the Year. Kyler Murray and Gardner Minshew had the most starts out of all rookie quarterbacks last year. Kyler Murray started 16 games, had 3,722 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, was sacked 48 times, and came out with a 5-10-1 record. Rushed the ball for 544 yards, had 4 rushing touchdowns, and fumbled the ball 3 times. Total offense, 4,266 yards, 24 total touchdowns. Gardner Minshew started 12 games, had 3,271 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, was sacked 33 times, was 6-6 as a starter, had 344 yards rushing, 0 touchdowns, fumbled the ball 10 times. I'm guessing the fumbles was rushing and when he was drop back passing. He did fumble the ball a lot, drop back passing. Total offense, he had 3,615 yards and 21 touchdowns. I felt like just with those stats, he competed, and his numbers would have been better, in my opinion, than Kyler Murray's, because he played 4 less games than Kyler Murray. If you would have added 4 more games, let's say 200 yards a piece, that would have been 800 yards plus. So he would have been at 4,000 yards passing. So in my opinion, he should have at least been nominated, or he should have had a strong push for they should have gave him a strong push for Rookie of the Year. I feel like here in Jacksonville, the fans loved Gardner Minshew. He had the whole fan base going crazy. He had the whole mustache thing. And I feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars should capitalize on that. We should ride that wave with Gardner Minshew. He played well, very well, as a rookie quarterback. He started, I think his first game, he was 22 of 24 completions. And as further along in the season, the completion rating dropped, and he started playing a little bit more sloppier, but the offensive line also wasn't blocking for him. So I feel like we should at least try to hit a receiver, a tight end, an offensive lineman, something, or even all those in the draft to add to the repertoire, add to the offense, so that way Gardner Minshew can be better. Seeing people say we should trade up to get Tua. And I'm seeing that some Justin Herbert out of Oregon is slotted to us in some people's mock draft. The whole Tua thing is, I don't believe Tua is ready for the NFL right away. He had that hip injury where his whole hip bone popped out the socket, and that's a major surgery he had. And it's the same injury that Bo Jackson had that he actually retired from. So I think that's a serious injury. And he also had 2 other surgeries on his ankle. So that's 3 surgeries he's had just in college. I feel like wherever he goes, he has to sit. He has to be 100% healthy, and have to make sure that nothing's wrong with him. Everything's good with him. As far as Herbert, don't really know too much about him. Played at Oregon, don't really watch West Coast football. Comes on too late. Just point blank period, comes on too late. Don't really know too much about him. But in my opinion, I feel like adding a quarterback in the first round, basically saying, Gardner Minshew, we don't believe in you and we want to move on from you. And I think that's a bad move, especially this is the same young guy. It was a 6th round draft pick, was 6-6 as a starter, wasn't expecting to start. Who would have thought the 6th round draft pick, the 6th round draft pick would have got thrown in the game 12 plays in. A 12 play of the first quarter of the first game. Who would have thought that the rookie quarterback would have got thrown in? Gardner Minshew got thrown in, and he showed up. He played well last year. He also played bad, but he also was a rookie. So in my opinion, I think we should just capitalize and try to make Gardner try to add more weapons around him. I felt like Jacksonville would be kind of taking a step back if we draft a quarterback, because basically if you draft a quarterback, you're going to ask him to do the same thing Gardner did. Why would you draft a quarterback and ask him to do the same thing Gardner did when you have Gardner and you could just ask Gardner or get Gardner to improve on what he did last year, so that we can keep improving and we can play well and we can have that guy that we can believe in within the next few years. That's where I'm at with it. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. Also hit me up on Twitter, thatboyscurry. And until next time, yo.